I'm Shae Russell from mining.com.au, and once again I'm coming to you from the Noosa Mining Conference. Sitting next to me is the Managing Director of Sunshine Metals, Damien Keys. Damien, how are you? It's great to see you.
Great, thanks Shae.
Now, let's talk to me about gold. You are working on a big project out in Queensland. Give me the key highlights, please.
Key highlights. So we're in the Charters Towers district, working on a big volcanogenic massive sulphide system. It's got gold, copper, zinc, and we've got lots of it. We've been particularly focusing on the gold and copper parts of the system, and we've made big inroads since we've had the project. It's only 15 months coming up, so yeah, not long on the ground, but we've done some big things there.
A lot of early success with Liontown resources. Now, what I neglected to mention is I always love playing with rocks. Tell me, what are we looking at here? Because I would love to show the audience what core samples actually look like.
Right, so we've got a piece of this massive sulphide here. So there's copper, zinc, and lead in this this particular sample. No doubt this would probably have about a gram and a half gold, and about an ounce silver to the ton in this rock. So
before you go forward, because this is where everybody gets stumped. Obviously, I can see these golden flecks through it, but we know this isn't gold in here. So what is that? Basically that glitter through it. What metal is that?
Yeah, the yellow stuff is chalcopyrite predominantly. So that's a copper mineral, copper sulphide. And then we've got there's a really silvery mineral in it, that's galena, so that's our lead sulphide. And the darker, darker shiny stuff is sphalerite, that's a zinc sulphide. So beautiful looking rocks. You definitely know when you're in the good stuff.
Yeah, this is, and it's got a nice weight to it as well, so you can
does.
really feel that, like, that's full of metal. All right, let's go over to these funky looking guys.
Yeah.
And they also, they don't have as much weight as this one does.
No, so these are samples from this is a sample from Mount Lation. And Mount Lation was a 3.5 million ounce gold mine, mined by Newmont in about the 90s. It's a big pipe of volcanic rock that sort of burst its way through, lots of action and grinding and all that sort of stuff, and that's why there's lots of rock fragments. The sample next to it is our crack at a new discovery on a VMS, on a big pipe system, and this is from a prospect called Wilbur's Hill. We've got a couple of these prospects that we're still working up, but when we're seeing the right rocks, we're seeing a lot of that pyrite, so some shiny sulphide through it. We think we're on the right track with these, and it's certainly the size of the prize is a great target.
Look, I always love it when we get to talk rocks. Now, let's bring it back to Liontown. What have you guys been working on, and where are you going next?
Yeah, so we've drilled a zone between two resource blocks. So we've got a big lump of resource. It's about 3 million tonnes at Liontown itself. It's nice and shallow from surface. It works its way down. It was actually a gold mine back in originally. Okay. So as we move into deeper in the sedimentary sequence, it's actually still to surface these days. It was a gold mine. So we've been focusing on drilling out the gold-rich part of this system. The lead zinc is at a seafloor contact. This stuff, gold stuff, is a bit deeper. That's our focus. There's been another system at Liontown East. There's a gap about 400 metres long. We've been drilling out that gap zone, and it's all going to culminate in a resource update and hopefully significant upgrade to come out to market in early December. So
wow, that's
very
pretty
close.
Soon. This close.
We've taking a bit of time out of the schedule, but the guys are still working away on that resource now.
Well, listen, I look forward to that update coming through later in this year. Now, obviously, you've got big plans going into 2025. What's a high-level overview look like there?
So we've got a nice balance going forward between growing Liontown, but also doing the early stage exploration work on some of these exciting gold targets and some of these other VMS targets, these base metal targets. It's striking that balance between growing what we know, but making that significant discovery that's really going to fire up the district again. So we've got a great balance. We've got some cracking targets that we've just finished an RC campaign, so hammer drilling campaign on a couple of prospects beside the old Highway Reward copper gold mine. Results from that should be out in the next probably 3 weeks or so as well. And any signs of life there, we'll be back drilling in a heartbeat as well. So it's going to be an exciting next 12 months for Sunshine.
You've got a lot ahead for you. Listen, thank you so much for being here today, and thank you for the mini geology lesson. I really appreciate
No, I
it.
appreciate it. Thanks, Shae.